You know, there's a simple ingredient sitting in almost every kitchen that has the power to breathe life into your soil and supercharge your plants. Yet many gardeners overlook it. That ingredient is yeast. While it's best known for making bread rise, yeast can also become one of the most powerful natural fertilizers for your garden. When used correctly, yeast boosts soil biology, releases nutrients faster, and helps plants grow with stronger roots, greener leaves, and better resistance to stress. The beauty of yeast-based fertilizers is that they are cheap, completely organic, and easy to make at home, allowing you to create a nutrient-rich environment for your crops without relying on chemicals. So, let's dive into 5 yeast fertilizer recipes and methods that have been proven to be game changers for organic gardening. Each one works differently, and I'll share exact formulas and dilutions so you can try them confidently in your own garden. One of the most effective ways to use yeast is in a simple water-based solution that feeds both soil microbes and plant roots. To make this, dissolve 10 grams of dry yeast and 2 tablespoons of sugar in 1 liter of warm water. Allow it to sit for at least 2 hours until the yeast activates and begins fermenting. Once active, dilute the mixture further by adding it into 10 liters of clean water. This is the version you'll apply directly to the soil at the base of your plants. The magic here is that yeast releases natural growth hormones, vitamins and enzymes while feeding beneficial microorganisms in the soil. This encourages rapid root development, meaning your plants anchor more deeply, absorb nutrients more efficiently, and resist stress such as drought or transplant shock. Use this solution every 2 to 3 weeks during active growth to see noticeable improvements in both root strength and overall vigor. Now, while yeast feeds soil microbes and stimulates plant growth, it doesn't supply large amounts of nutrients on its own. Pairing it with wood ash creates a more complete fertilizer that balances biological stimulation with mineral nutrition. To prepare this, dissolve 10 grams of dry yeast in 1 liter of warm water with 2 tablespoons of sugar. After fermentation starts, add 1 cup of sifted wood ash and mix thoroughly. Finally, dilute this base in 10 liters of water before applying. The yeast component activates soil life, while the wood ash adds potassium, calcium and trace minerals essential for fruiting and flowering. This combination works especially well for tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers and other fruiting crops that require both energy and mineral support. Apply it at the flowering and fruit set stages to encourage bigger harvests and stronger plants. Another powerful pairing involves yeast and milk. Milk naturally contains calcium, amino acids, and beneficial microorganisms. When combined with yeast, the mixture becomes a living fertilizer that supports both soil and plant health. To make it, dissolve 10 grams of dry yeast and 2 tablespoons of sugar in 1 liter of warm water. Once activated, add 500 milliliters of milk and then dilute the entire mixture in 10 liters of water. This formula strengthens plant cell walls thanks to the calcium in milk, making crops more resistant to fungal infections and physical damage. The yeast component increases nutrient uptake, so plants grow sturdier stems and thicker leaves. Use it on leafy greens, fruiting vegetables, or even flowers when you want to improve overall resilience and ensure healthy growth. If you have leftover bread or stale crusts at home, you can transform them into a yeast-rich fertilizer that continuously feeds your soil. Break up 200 grams of stale bread and soak it in 1 liter of warm water. Add 10 grams of yeast and 2 tablespoons of sugar, then let it ferment for 24 hours. Strain the liquid and dilute it in 10 liters of water before applying around your plants. This method works as a slow-release enrichment, feeding soil microorganisms over time. The carbohydrates from bread give microbes energy, while yeast stimulates growth and decomposition processes. The result is soil that stays biologically active longer, creating a thriving environment for plant roots. This is especially useful in garden beds where soil gets tired after repeated planting, as it restores vitality and encourages ongoing fertility. For gardeners already making compost tea, adding yeast can take it to the next level. Compost tea on its own introduces beneficial microbes, but when you stir in yeast, you turbocharge the fermentation process and add extra plant growth stimulants. To prepare this, place 1 kilogram of well-rotted compost in a bucket with 5 litres of water. Add 10 grams of yeast and 3 tablespoons of sugar, then stir well. Let the mixture brew for 24 to 36 hours, stirring occasionally. After that, strain and dilute the liquid in 10 litres of water before applying. This fertilizer works as both a soil drench and a foliar spray. It boosts soil life, stimulates plant metabolism, and can help control some leaf diseases when sprayed directly on foliage. Gardeners often notice that plants treated with yeast-enriched compost tea grow faster, develop darker green leaves, and show improved resilience against stress. The secret behind yeast fertilizers lies in their ability to awaken the soil. Yeast contains B vitamins, amino acids, enzymes, and natural plant growth hormones that act like catalysts in the soil ecosystem. When applied, they don't just feed plants directly, but also stimulate beneficial microbes to multiply and release locked-up nutrients. This double effect leads to faster root growth, more efficient nutrient absorption, and stronger immunity against pests and diseases. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, yeast does not burn plants or disturb soil balance. Instead, it creates a living system where soil organisms, roots, and nutrients work together. For gardeners aiming to go organic, yeast is a safe and natural way to achieve better yields without relying on expensive chemical products. Timing and moderation are the keys to success. Yeast fertilizers should be applied during the active growing season, roughly every 2 to 3 weeks. Overusing them is unnecessary because once soil microbes are stimulated, they continue working even after application. Always remember to dilute the concentrated formulas into 10 litres of water before use and apply either in the morning or evening when the sun is not too harsh. This ensures the living organisms in the mixture survive and reach your plants effectively. Avoid combining yeast fertilizers with strong chemical products, as those can kill the beneficial microbes you're trying to encourage. Instead, pair them with other organic methods like mulching, composting, and crop rotation to maintain long-term soil health. What makes yeast fertilizers so exciting is their simplicity. With just a packet of dry yeast, some sugar, and a few household ingredients, you can create powerful organic fertilizers that rival commercial products. They bring life back to the soil, boost plant resilience, and increase yields in a way that feels almost effortless. For home gardeners and small-scale growers alike, yeast is truly a game changer. If you found this guide helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Try these yeast fertilizer recipes in your garden and share your results with us. And before you go, make sure to subscribe to Growth Hub Central Crops and share this video with fellow gardeners so we can keep spreading the knowledge of natural, sustainable gardening. Your garden deserves it, and so does the planet.